An 11,000-year-old organized society in central Canada has completely rewritten what we thought we knew about early Indigenous civilizations. We're talking about a discovery so groundbreaking that it's forcing historians to tear up their textbooks and start over. This isn't just another archaeological find. This is evidence that changes everything we've been taught about the first peoples of North America. Welcome back to Hidden Past History, where we uncover the stories that reshape our understanding of the past. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most significant archaeological discoveries in recent years. The newly uncovered village site of Asowananihk has archaeologists questioning everything they thought they knew about ancient North America. But what we discovered next will blow your mind. This settlement isn't just old. It's rewriting the fundamental story of how Indigenous peoples lived, organized, and thrived over 11,000 years ago. And the implications? They're absolutely staggering. So here's where things get wild. Located along the North Saskatchewan River, this site was first spotted by researcher Dave Rondeau when he noticed something extraordinary. Riverbank erosion was exposing artifacts that shouldn't exist according to traditional thinking. What caught Rondeau's attention wasn't just scattered debris. We're talking about clear evidence of intentional, organized human activity. Stone tools, massive fire pits, bones from extinct giant bison, and sophisticated materials, all strategically placed and used over extended periods. But here's where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. That huge fire pit? It suggests something that shatters conventional wisdom. This wasn't a quick hunting stop or seasonal camp. This was a permanent, thriving community. Wait, what? For decades, historians have painted early Indigenous peoples as constantly moving nomadic hunters. But the evidence at Asowananihk tells a completely different story. Glenn Stewart, an archaeologist at the University of Saskatchewan, confirms what we suspected. This was a long-term settlement where Indigenous people strategically harvested extinct giant bison. Think about that for a second. We're not looking at people barely surviving in the wilderness. We're looking at sophisticated urban planners who chose the perfect location, established roots, and built a lasting community over 11,000 years ago. Everything you thought you knew about early Indigenous life, it's wrong. Now here's where the story gets absolutely explosive. When archaeologists tested a piece of charcoal from the site, the results sent shockwaves through the entire academic world. The carbon dating confirmed their wildest suspicions. This settlement is 11,000 years old, making it one of the oldest known Indigenous sites on the continent. But that's not even the most shocking part. When these results came back, historians found themselves staring at undeniable proof that organized Indigenous societies existed thousands of years earlier than anyone believed possible. We're talking about a revelation that doesn't just challenge textbooks, it obliterates them. This discovery proves that Indigenous peoples were establishing sophisticated, permanent communities when most of Europe was still emerging from the Ice Age. The strategic river location, the advanced fire management, the organized hunting practices, all of it points to a level of social organization that demands recognition. But wait, there's more. The site's name, Asowananihk, means a place to cross in the Cree language. These weren't random settlers. They were strategic thinkers who understood river systems, trade routes, and environmental management at a level that would impress modern city planners. The moment this discovery was announced, it became crystal clear that we weren't just looking at an archaeological find. We were looking at evidence that the entire story of North America needs to be rewritten from the ground up. The archaeological community's response? Absolutely explosive. When news of Asowananihk broke, it triggered immediate debates across North America. Some researchers embraced the findings as long overdue validation. Others found themselves scrambling to reconcile this with everything they'd been teaching. But here's what makes this even more incredible. This discovery fits into a pattern of finds that are completely reshaping our understanding of early Indigenous presence. Other sites are revealing human presence dating back 16,000 to 26,000 years ago, during the last glacial maximum. These discoveries are demolishing what archaeologists call the Clovis first model. the outdated idea that humans first arrived in North America around 13,000 years ago. Indigenous communities have been saying for generations that their oral histories pointed to much earlier presence. Now science is finally catching up to what they've always known. The debate isn't just academic, it's deeply personal. For Indigenous communities, these discoveries validate knowledge passed down through countless generations, but dismissed by mainstream archaeology. For historians, it means acknowledging that the story they've been telling is incomplete. Unfortunately, there's a dark side to this incredible discovery. Illegal artifact hunting is threatening this irreplaceable historical site, highlighting the ongoing struggle to protect Indigenous heritage from modern destruction. As we wrap up today's mind-bending exploration, let's absorb what Asowananihk really means for our understanding of North American history. This 11,000-year-old settlement isn't just changing academic discussions. It's fundamentally altering how we think about Indigenous peoples' relationship with the land. The evidence paints a picture of people who weren't just surviving, they were absolutely thriving. They understood river systems, seasonal patterns, and animal behavior well enough to establish a permanent community in a strategically chosen location. They managed fire for long-term use, crafted sophisticated tools, and organized their society in ways that allowed them to flourish for potentially centuries. This find also highlights something crucial. Indigenous voices in archaeology matter. For too long, Indigenous knowledge has been sidelined by mainstream academia. Discoveries like Asowananihk prove that Indigenous oral histories often contain accurate information about the deep past that science is only now confirming. The story of Asowananihk is ultimately about recognition of Indigenous sophistication, their deep connection to the land, and the fact that North American history is far richer and more complex than we've been taught. Every archaeological discovery has the potential to reshape our understanding, and we must remain open to having our assumptions completely shattered. As we continue uncovering sites like this one, we're not just learning about the past. We're actively participating in the ongoing process of setting the historical record straight and ensuring that Indigenous voices are centered in the story of North America. What do you think about this groundbreaking discovery? How does learning about Asowananihk change your understanding of Indigenous history in North America? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you're fascinated by discoveries that challenge everything we thought we knew, don't forget to subscribe to Hidden Past History and smash that notification bell so you never miss our latest explorations into the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning what you think you know about the past, because there's always something incredible waiting to be discovered.